highest good is like water. Water gives life to the 10,000 things and does not strive. It flows in places men reject, and so it is like the Tao. These words from the 8th chapter of the Tao Te Ching, the classic of the way and its power, are said to have been written in China in the 6th century BC by a man about whom we now know very little other than his name, Lao Tzu, which means the old boy. There is something strangely fascinating about the water. It is always changing, and yet it is ever the same. It is what it is, and it isn't striving to become something else. Its movement is in tune with what we might call its own natural rhythm. The Chinese call this Tsuyan, that which is happening of itself, that which is completely spontaneous and natural. Lao Tzu saw the water as a symbol for all of nature, for what he called the Tao, the way of nature. For nature is not a thing, but a movement of energy, a flowing rhythm. And so when he looked at the water, Lao Tzu was reminded of the value of flowing with life, rather than fighting, pushing, and struggling against it. The value of rhythm, of balancing noise and activity with silence and rest. Not only if we are really to accomplish our goals, but for our own sanity as well. He wrote, "Under heaven, nothing is more soft and yielding than water. Yet for wearing down the solid and strong, nothing is better. It has no equal." A man is born gentle and weak. At his death, he is hard and stiff. Green plants are tender and filled with sap. At their death, they are withered and dry. Therefore, the stiff and unbending is the sign of death. The gentle and yielding is the sign of life. Thus an army without flexibility never wins a battle. A tree that is unbending is easily broken. As the soft yield of water cuts through obstinate stone, so to yield to life solves the insoluble. The yielding can overcome the resistant. The supple can overcome the stiff. But Lao Tzu wisely adds, under heaven, everyone knows this, yet no one puts it into practice. But what is it to put this into practice? Don't look for an answer, especially an answer in words. Instead, watch the water and allow yourself to feel its flow. Taking time to become quiet so that you can experience firsthand the flow of nature, the flow of the water, which is also the flow of your own organism, has been called meditation. It is the art of letting go, of releasing our usual and sometimes constant concern with past memories and future results, and simply sitting quietly and accepting things as they are now happening, without comment, without talking to yourself about them, and without trying to change them. For we are living in a world which increasingly prompts us to become caught up and tangled in dissatisfaction and discontent. And so, to sit quietly and set aside these ideas and thoughts, and to experience this flow, is to wake up to ourselves, and to wake up to the world, the real world of trees and flowers, of children and wind and the water. For a deep inwardness brings with it, paradoxically, a deep outwardness. And so out of this quiet of meditation, there comes tremendous energy for living. There is something strangely fascinating about the movement of the water. It flows on in its own way, without striving, without expectation, without fear or worry, and even without hope. In the same way, Your life is a flowing movement of energy, flowing from out of the stillness before you were born, flowing toward the mysterious darkness we call death. And if this seems terrible and terrifying to you, if this seems to make of life a problem which needs to be solved, then come back to the water and the earth and the sky. Come back to what is here now. Wen Tingyun, a poet of the Tang period in China, has written, "Events pass away together with the clouds, leaving our bodies behind. Our dreams dissolve like wisps of smoke. The waters flow on. Where are the joys of yesterday? A plum tree has shed its blossoms into the water."